This week on Pop Goes the Country, we've got an Arkansas special. First from the little town of Noble, Arkansas, here's Miss Barbara Fairchild. And here to open our show from the big town of Colt, Arkansas, the Silver Fox, Charlie Rich.
Big boss man, won't you help me when I call? I said, the big boss man, won't you help me when I call? Well, you ain't so big, but you just tall as all. Now why you got me working, boss man, working around the farm? I want a little drink of water, but you won't give me some, big boss man.
Big boss man,
Won't you help me when I call?
big boss man, big boss man.
Well, you ain't so big, but you just tall, that's all. Now whether I'm gonna find a boss man, one day treat me right, work hard in the daytime, wanna rest easy at night, big boss man.
Big boss man,
Won't you help me when I call?
big boss man, big boss man.
Well, you ain't so big, but you just tall, that's all. Ribbon on, baby. I said a big boss man.
Big boss man,
Won't you help me when I call?
big boss man,
Yeah, big boss man.
big boss man,
Won't you help me when I call?
big boss man.
Well, you ain't something, just tall as all. Get it on, baby. Now, well, you ain't so big, just tall as all. Well, you ain't something, but you just tall as all. That's all.
Today you're watching the debut of Charlie Rich on Pop Goes the Country. I want you to welcome him. Charlie, we're really happy to have you with us.
Thank you, Ralph. I've been looking forward to being on your show for quite a while. It's really a great show.
How big is Colt, Arkansas? That's how I introduced you, you know. And,
Yeah, well, Colt, Arkansas, I think it's about 341. I think that's what it was when I was born, and it's still that. It's, you know, you win a few, lose a few, and gain a few, and lose a few. And
in rehearsal, we suddenly discovered that both our guests are from Arkansas, and both from towns of about 300 people.
Right.
You played the high school band out there?
Well, I played in the high school band. I played tenor saxophone in the high school band. Not in Colt.
Oh,
but
Colt
in,
didn't have a high school band?
Colt was a little small. They had a school at one time, but we went to Forest City, Arkansas High School.
Well, what we're going to do here, Charlie, we're going to move across the state a little bit to Noble, Arkansas, another big town.
Very noble of you, yeah.
Huh?
That's noble.
And here from Noble is Miss Barbara Fairchild.
It's like looking in the window of a fine boutique, knowing there's nothing I could ever buy. Still I want your love so much that I could die. but I just can't lead a double life, being one man's lover, one man's wife. But you can start a fire raging just by touching me, even though I know we're not supposed to touch. Oh, I never wanted anyone so much. How I wish that I had found you first. Don't you see my heart's about to burst? Let me love you once before you go. Your eyes keep saying yes to me, so don't keep saying no. Let me love you once, and then you'll see no one's ever gonna love you more than me. Let me lock the door and open all my love to you. All the love I've longed to give you since we met. It's the only chance I'm ever gonna get, and I just can't let it disappear. Oh, my darling, please come over here. Let me love you once before you go. Your eyes keep saying yes to me, so don't keep saying no. Let me love you once, and then you'll see no one's ever gonna love you more than me. No one's ever gonna love you more than me.
Barbara, we thank you very much. You're a super singer. Charlie, when you were in the Air Force out there at Enid, Oklahoma, you were in the Air Force band out there, weren't you?
Yeah, I was in the band. I actually had an AFC number. I think that's what they call it. Anyway, it's your identification number of what you do as a tenor saxophone player.
Well, now, did you do some singing with the Air Force?
Yeah, we had a small group called the Velvetones. It was kind of like the Four Freshmen as the sound we got,
You were a
or tried to get. And,
Group singer at that
Group
time.
singer at that time. And occasionally I'd get to sing a little blues, you know, a little blues, while everybody else was oohing and eyeing, you know.
I like the way you sing the blues. This is kind of bluesy, isn't it, what you're about to sing?
It's a little blues, yeah, I suppose, yeah.
I like the way you sing it, so why don't you do Easy Look for us?
Thank you.
She's got that easy look. Anytime you're ready, kind of easy look. She wears that look for every man to see. It's killing me, 'cause that woman with that easy look belongs to me. She sits there by the bar, her feelings standing bare, open as the see-through dress she always wears. She's got that come-on look, her eyes an open book. She knows I know, but I don't think she really cares. She's got that easy look. At any time you're ready, and she wears that look for every man to see. Lord, it's killing me, 'cause that woman with that easy look belongs to me. That woman with that easy look belongs to me.
She slips up softly in the early morning rain, up on a hillside for a place to hide her pain, breaking the cobwebs from the branches of the pines, asking forgiveness for me in my short time. And did it rain? And did it rain? And is there such a place called empty? And did it rain? And did it rain? And is there such a place called time left on your mind? I know the writer of the song she sadly sings. She rides a pony and her cape flies in the wind, shaking the dewdrops from the branches of the cold. She rides to keep her strange appointment with the dawn. And did it rain? And did it rain? And is there such a place called empty? And did it rain? And did it rain? And is there such a place called time left on your mind?
Barbara, you're super, darling. Am I on my mark?
Get on your mark.
All right.
Stay on the paper. No.
What did you say?
Never mind.
Barbara, you continually go through this business of being identified with other Barbers, don't you?
I know it.
We were talking in rehearsal about what happened to you in a truck stop. Would you relate that incident?
Yeah,
to
it was
that?
one of the fellas in the band went in. I sleep, I guess, because I usually go in if I'm awake. And a lady
You
said,
were on the road.
right. And a lady said, now which one is she? Said, I always get her and Barbara Mandrell and Barbara Streisand mixed up. Well, I guess they said Barbara Fairchild. That wouldn't make sense to say which one is she if she knew I was Barbara Fairchild, would it?
I love the way you tell a story.
Don't
but
make
she,
sense.
But
does
she
it?
confused you with all the other Barbaras, did
Right, that's what I was trying to say.
And then somebody confused you with Melba Montgomery.
I know, I've been introduced that way.
But this happens to a lot of girl singers. For instance, Lynn Anderson and Loretta Lynn. They get that confused a little bit sometimes.
I don't mind. I just go out and say thanks and go on.
Right now, we're going to ease over into a couple of super songs. You a Charlie Rich fan?
Really? Yeah, I used to work some on the road with Charlie. In fact, I was working with him when I met my husband.
Oh, so he kind of put the two of you together?
Kinda, yeah.
Kind of. Maybe you fell in love to these nice tunes that Charlie Rich is going to sing. Here are a couple of super songs by Super Charlie Rich, the Silver Fox.
Hey, did you happen to see the most beautiful girl in the world? And if you did, was she crying, crying? Hey, if you happen to see the most beautiful girl that walked out on me. Tell her I'm sorry. Tell her I need my baby. Oh, won't you tell her that I love her? I woke up this morning, realized what I had done. I stood alone in the cold gray dawn. I knew I'd lost my morning sun. I lost my head and I said some things. Now come the heartaches that the morning brings. I know I'm wrong, but I couldn't see. I let my world slip away from me. So hey, did you happen to see the most beautiful girl in the world? And if you did, was she crying, crying? Hey, if you happen to see the most beautiful girl that walked out on me, tell her I'm sorry. Tell her I need my baby. Oh, won't you tell her that I love her? My baby makes me proud. Lord, don't she make me proud. She never makes a scene by hanging all over me in a crowd. 'Cause people like to talk. Lord, don't they love to talk. When they turn out the lights, I know she'll be leaving with me. And when we get behind closed doors and she lets her hair hang down and she makes me glad that I'm a man, oh, no one knows what goes on behind closed doors. My baby makes me smile. Lord, don't she make me smile. She's never far away or too tired to say, I want you. She's always a lady, just like a lady should be. When they turn out the lights, she's still a baby to me. And when we get behind closed doors, when she lets her hair hang down, and she makes me glad that I'm a man, oh, no one knows what goes on behind closed doors. Behind closed doors.
Mercy, that's good. Charlie, I wonder if we could do a little reminiscing here at the piano.
Well, I suppose we could if you don't get me in the wrong key.
All right, could we maybe go back to the beginning, to the first hit, a little bit of Lonely Weekends, huh?
How do you remember that? You don't look old enough to remember that.
Well, I was around.
This was back in 1959 and 60. Will I make it all right? From Monday morning till Friday night. But oh, those lonely weekends.
All right. Now, I've been following your career for a long time. One of my favorite songs, and one of the saddest songs, is a song called My Mountain Dew. And I guess, you know, Mountain...
You made an interesting point when we were talking about this earlier, that you thought that the older Mountain Dew kind of took away from my sad Mountain Dew.
Yeah, Mountain Dew was always a funny expression.
Or vice versa, because the old Mountain Dew was there first.
But this one made it kind of sad. Sing a little of it for me.
You found a new love, and I found one too. Yours is an... What's the word?
An old boyfriend.
Yours is, help me, an old boyfriend, but mine is Mountain Dew.
Yes, I'm a fan of yours. And it helps me to forget about you.
And it helps me
Forget about you.
forget about you.
Hey! Thank you, Charlie. We'll be back in a moment. The producer of this show has told me that all the time I have remaining is time to kiss him goodbye. Bye, Barbara.
Bye, you gonna kiss Charlie?
Bye, Charlie. That's our show this week. Join us next week for Pop Goes the Country. And Charlie, if you would, please, a little reprise on Lonely Weekends.
Well, I make it all right. Monday morning or Friday night. But oh, those lonely weekends. Since you left me,
Since you left me,
I'm as lonely as I can be.